Hi, welcome to the Cheapskinks playthrough of Kingdom Death Monster Simulator. Again, just a reminder, this is the official simulator through the Kingdom Death Monster store. This is not Tabletop Simulator. Um, so last time we fought the Butcher, and I made all sorts of rules mess ups. One of the rule mess ups I made, which I'm going to fix now, is the one card that I took this legendary lungs secret fighting art from. I which was one of the action cards um, from the butcher. It's actually doesn't give you that fighting art. What it does is it has you roll a dice to see what happens. Which, like I said, all the other playthroughs I've ever played this game on, my characters either died or I haven't drawn that card. So that was the first time I'd done that. So I was actually kind of shocked I survived. So you're only supposed to get this on an 8, 9, or 10 unless you have drums, and you get it on a 4 and up. So unfortunately, what that means is this picture doesn't quite match that, but because it looks like you're swimming. So what that really means is I need to roll a die to see what actually happened. I got a 5, which means I am not getting this. So flip and back to you because I don't have drums. So what will actually happen to that character is you feel is on the cusp of realizing something big. It teases your mind before it vanishes. Gain 3 survival. So Chad, with your vestophobia and all your other issues, sorry, man. I'm just going to put your survival back up to 4. Um, so you would have gained 3 survival, but 4 is the maximum that we can have right now. So that's why I'm putting it like that. Okay. The other issue I had was with the lunacy, infectious lunacy, which I should have been applying that every time we were taking brain damage, which meant eventually everyone would have gone into frenzy, but which probably would have made things a little easier since I didn't spend a whole lot of survival, but I messed that up. I only applied it when I took actual brain damage. Okay, so let's go back to settlement phase. This will be for, I put some statues over here because I need to decide if we're going to fight the white lion or the screaming antelope. I'm thinking about doing another white lion fight just because I want armor, some more armor, and then doing the white lion, or sorry, the antelope in 6. Okay, so coming up next, we have finished the showdown for Lantern Year 4. We're going to go to Lantern Year 5. I need to update the death count because we had another character croak, but we'll do that in order. So set up the settlement phase, set up the settlement board, returning survivors. So let's flip. Oh, I've already set that up. Um, so survivors return, which means everybody gets the stuff back. Doot, 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 doot. Oops. Oh, cool. Did not realize that it quick gave that away. Did she die? Oh, I did check. I did get 1 point of at least 1 point of damage with the bow character, so she does get her weapons proficiency. Injuries for this character doesn't matter because they're dead. Armor Man is okay. We'll update all his armor stuff later. And then our Vesto boy. So he still has Combo Master, and he has Vestophobia, but he does not get the legendary lungs. Tumble. And I'll put this back into the Fighting Art deck, which I don't have out, so we will just archive it to put it in. I can archive that to get it back in. I can archive that to put it back in. Hunt reenactment. We'll go back into this guy. Okay, enough of that. So let's get going. So Survivors Return. I have my physical copy of the manual. I'm going to leave it on there so that people can follow along. But instead of having to like zoom in and zoom out and do all that, I'm just going to read it from here. Movement attacks, settlement, collisions, settlement phase. All right, here we go. Survivors return. All survivors that endured the previous showdown are returning survivors. When these survivors return to settlement, their injuries are healed. Erase any filled in light or heavy injury levels. Remove all tokens from the survivors. Survivors in insanity do not automatically replenish. Their values persist. Permanent injuries do not heal. Apply any effects for returning survivors from the principal settlement events and innovations, which I don't think I have any that are tied to returning. I think it's just departing. Paint gives you that. Encourage. Ammonia is departing survivors. Graves is for new people. So yeah, nothing gets put in. No big deal. Gain endeavors. Endeavors are generated energy for returning survivors, accumulate from their experience. Settlement gains one endeavor for each returning survivor. And then, well, 1, 2, and 3. I don't get it quite yet, but for Graves, we'll get another 2 because we had somebody die in the showdown. Okay, update timeline, fill in the next unfilled timeline dot. So that will make it Lantern Year 5. And we will have Hands of Heat happen and a regular event. So draw the top card of the settlement event deck and perform its rules. Place the card in play areas for remainder of any persistent events. Settlement events may have new ways to spend endeavors, and unique things happen. These tokens here would normally also be removed. I'm just leaving them as notes that, hey, this person has monster grease in their gear. I'll pull all that off. Okay, draw face up. Dark Trader. A corpulent man reclining on a chair carried on the backs of 4 cloaked men. He offers to sell the settlement many amazing features. Each item may be purchased once. Strange Brew, 6 resources. Yeah, I have 1 resource. Pink Stone, 2 resources. Shiny, sexy, jeweled thong, 7 resources. Yeah. So do I have anything? I have a waistcloth. So I have no resources, but A broken lantern. Well, guess what? Dark Trader, I cannot actually use you, but we'll just leave him there. It was nice meeting him. Could have been handy. Trigger timeline events. Triggers any story events listed on the current lantern year of the timeline. If there are multiple story events for that lantern year, resolve them one at a time in the order they are listed. If the current year has a Nemesis encounter story event on the timeline, follow the rules in the Nemesis section of the chapter. Okay. So, next fun thing happens. We get to do Hands of Heat. So, Hands of Heat. Go to Contents. Hands of Heat. All right. If the settlement already has the innovation Lantern Oven, skip the event and roll on Lantern Branding table. Otherwise, proceed with Hands of Heat below. One lucky day, a clumsy accident knocks a lantern free from the towering lantern horde. A sudden flash of heat bathes the survivors as the lantern crashes to the ground. Now shattered, the lantern light dies, but the seed of an idea begins to grow. Nominated survivor, they gain +1 courage and the experiment with lanterns. All right, so I think the Chadinator. Uh, Actually, I could game Matchmaker on Joe if I do that. All right, Joe, please don't die. He gains 1 courage. Oh. And experiment with lanterns, roll a d10, and see what horde things happen to your character. I'm just going to look at it here. So we got a 7. Just makes it easy so I don't have to go chasing down the dice. 7 plus, the survivor discovers heat and the settlement celebrates. Your settlement gains the Lantern Oven innovation. Survivor gains the Red Fist secret fighting art and rolls on the lantern branding table. All right, so secret fighting art. Dang it. I should have given this to somebody else. I'm thinking I should have done this on a different character. Oh well, no big deal. So view deck. Flip it. So secret fighting art, red fist. At the start of each showdown, each survivor gains a +1 strength tokens. Survivors may spend +1 strength tokens in the place of survival. So let's give this to him. He's a tumbling red fister. Should come in handy. All right, we get the lantern oven, and then we'll roll on lantern branding. All right, so lantern oven innovation. Oh. Whatever. Lantern oven. Unfortunately, this is going to cause some other things to happen because this will give me 5 innovations. Eh, Okay. Actually, is it in this deck? It is in this deck because it's an ammonia consequence. Okay, no big deal. Just explains why I couldn't find it. All right, so this gives me this. Rotate. Heat. By agitating lanterns, a source of heat becomes available to the settlement. Departing survivors gain +1 survival. Add the lantern oven innovations. So I got to go back to here, pick these up, view the deck. So we need the lantern innovations. Family, society, cooking. Lantern oven. Yay. Cooking is always good. Destiny, family. Sacrifice. Scarification. Scrap from something. All right. So take these two. Flip them. Add them. Shuffle it. Pick it up. And put it back here. And then this gives me lantern ovens. Which, if you notice, lantern oven, paint, ammonia, symposium, and language is 5 innovations, which is going to trigger some fun stuff here in a little bit. Okay. Settlement has 5 innovations, Hooded Knight. But we'll hold off on that just yet. It's step 6 of the check milestones. We haven't gotten there yet. All right, so we've triggered our timeline events, additional settlement events on the timeline, and now update the death counter. So our death counter gets updated. Blip. Flip this over. I should have 3 dead characters. Yep, 3 dead characters. Flip it. And with 3 dead characters, I get another 2 innovations. All right, I should be able to push Shift 2. Okay, Shift and holding it down gives me the multiple tokens. I opened up the shortcut tree or shortcut help page on the Discord site to try to help out with that. So that gives me 5 innovations. And after we update the death count, if any survivors perished during the previous hunt showdown, update the death count. The survivor dies later during the settlement, update it immediately. Milestone, check story events are conditional events that appear below the timeline. Check the settlement record sheet to see if any milestones have been reached. If you reach more than 1 milestone at this time, play them in any order for each milestone. Check off its box and trigger the corresponding story event. If a milestone is reached later in the settlement phase, check the box, trigger the event immediately. Okay, actually, there's a couple of things that happened. So, we got settlement has 5 events. That's going to trigger the Hooded Knight. And then we also got a character with 3 courage. So I need to do bold. So let me flip to bold. Actually, let me do that on here. Go to contents. Just as easy to do these from here. Bold. All right. Showdown phase, triumph. The essential difference between man and monster is a gap no human can overcome. Oh, sorry, this is settlement phase, triumph. In the fleeting existence, every moment shared creates meaning. The bonds forged between survivors give you hope. Gain the following ability and roll on the table below. Matchmaker, when you're a returning survivor once per year, you may spend a endeavor for intimacy. 1 to 3 may reroll one endeavor, result the settlement phase. 4 to 7 gain an endeavor the settlement phase. 8 to 9 strength, 10 accuracy. All right, so let's roll triumph. Find a die. There we go. Roll it. I'm not going to go look that up. 10. I think I gained an accuracy. All right, 10 plus, gain 1 permanent accuracy. So that is Joe. Joe now has 1 accuracy. All right. Next thing. Oh, I need to check off intimacy also. I'll do that after we go to the Hooded Knight of Death. A stranger emerges from the darkness. If any survivor has a twilight sword, they duel the knight. Otherwise, his motives are inscrutable. Roll below on the mysterious agenda. All right, so we will roll on this. Got an 8. Check it, verify. Yep. Okay, 8. The Hooded Knight forces a tattered Parsifal into the survivor hands of the returning survivor with the most hunt XP. If tied, randomized. Hooded Knight leaves with unfinished business. If there are no returned survivors, then the Knight leaves with unfinished business. Unfinished business, he comes back in 4 years. Twilight Parcel. Dang it. Survivor gains the Twilight Sword rare gear. Place it in the grid below now. The survivor may select the Twilight Sword as a weapon efficiency type. The weapon is cursed. The curse, you cannot remove it from your gear grid. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So first of all, let's go mark this stuff up. Oh, before I forget, you are the matchmaker now. See, the part that sucks is he has 2 weapon proficiencies in guitar. He's losing all that. 2. No, she's dead. Oh, I could give it to. Oh, it's got to actually be rolled between Alhana with 3 and Joe with 3. So actually, I have to roll to see who gets the parcel. Even will be her, odd will be the Joe. Odd. So yeah, Joe gets it. He loses his guitar proficiencies. Yay. All right. Special gear, rare gear, view deck. Da, da, da. Steel sword, Twilight sword. Flip. And this has got to go in his inventory. And I can now change his weapon proficiency to the Twilight Sword, if you notice. Survivor gains Twilight Sword rare gear placed in a grid. Survivor may select Twilight as the weapon proficiency, and this is cursed. He cannot get rid of it. So, yeah, I hate you. All right. You are now the Twilight Sword guy. Sword. Goodbye. Goodbye. You lose all your proficiency. You thought you were going to get evasion. Tab, hide that. Okay. So, Twilight Sword. Melee, two-handed, finesse others, slow, cursed, cumbersome, sentient, irreplaceable. Gains devastating 2 when fighting the Watcher. Accuracy is 9 minus the Twilight proficiency level. So it's 9. The good thing is, essentially, it adds 9 strength. So it cuts through everything. Okay. Well, that was fun. And 4 years from now, the Hooded Knight shows back up. So year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4. Oh, this is going to be fun. Unfinished business. I may not have spelled that right. Let me check. Endless screams, game over, hands of heat. Hooded Knight. Sorry, it's Hooded Knight, not add Hooded Knight. Okay. Unfinished business is the name of it. All right, Hooded Knight. So essentially, he's going to show back up, and we're going to have to roll a d10 to see if he's going to keep smacking me till he kills me. Okay, lovely. All right. Well, that didn't mess me up too bad. As in, I didn't end up with a... I lost my weapon proficiencies, but it didn't kill me. But it will make things unpleasant later. All right, settlement phase. I think that takes care of the milestones. First child, first death, population, settlement. Conviction. When is conviction supposed to kick off? Oh, it's at Lantern Year 12. That's why I'm drawing a blank all of a sudden. Okay. So that takes care of that. My max settlement, or max 1, 2, 3, and then 4 for naming it. Yeah, so nothing gets maxed out there yet. So we're good. It's now development phase. I have a broken lantern, a single broken lantern. I also have a cleaver. Uh, I don't need to worry about that. I don't have the innovations to even think about doing anything with it. All right. So development, we can craft gear, we can do endeavors, innovate, build. So it's hard to innovate, build anything, or do much of anything with a piece of scrap. We do have heat, but that's not going to help anything. Uh, can't do anything with the Caterium. Oh, it's funny that it stays at that weird angle. I can't see. I need resources badly. I can't build any of these. Um, I can do an intimacy result with the matchmaker, so let's do that. Flip it. I'm going to name this character. The reason being is I want to go ahead and get the reroll for it. So this is a male character. I just named him, so he gets 1 point of survival. Um, we'll say Hunter and Anne are going to be used for intimacy. So let's go over to this. Go to contents. Intimacy. We're going to perform intimacy. Hunter. Anne. Roll. I have to roll twice. Oh, it already did it. And pick the worst one. I'm not using my lifetime reroll for this because the character didn't die. If I was lucky, this is the problem where you have uh, the new life where it's not protect the young. Protect the young, you roll twice and you take the better one. But since we don't have that, and if you hit beds, then you could get +1 strength, so the characters would actually have +2 strength, which comes in handy. I just realized it does not apply these to it, so I need to do that manually. And the new survivor is actually going to be female. And we'll make this Jonah. She gets +1 survival. She gets 1 strength, 1 evasion. Because she is new, after I have Graves, she gets +1 understanding. But that's it. Okay. So where that's coming from is survival of the fittest, +1 strength, +1 evasion. Roll twice, pick the lowest result. And then Graves, all new survivors gain +1 understanding. All right, so I have 4 left. I could do an augury. It's not going to really help. I don't have 3 bones and 3 hides, or 3 hides and 3 organs. I can't innovate. I could do shared experience. Nominate a survivor, 2 or more. They describe the hunt, gain 1. So, Lucy can't do squat. You know what? Get rid of this. Stone Cloud. Get rid of that. Not that it really matters since she's dead, but okay. So Joe can give. I can spend these for Joe to increase these characters up. So I need a new female hunter to go out with us. So I'm going to spend 2 for this shared experience. So nominated survivor has 2 or more hunt experience than you. Oh, I can't. I need somebody with 4 to get to 2. But I can use 3. I can spend 1, and essentially that'll get her up 1. And archive it. And then spend 1 for Hunter and for Anne. I'm just kind of prepping them. Hunter and Anne. And then I think that's it. So let's prep people getting ready to go out. Anne will come with us. There. So I was going to use this guy for guitars, but actually, instead of doing that, let's just send it to the shelf. Okay. So next will be prepare departing survivors, in which case, let's finish up developing. We're not going to craft anything, not building anything, not innovating anything. So prepare. At this point, players should decide if they plan to press on to the next hunt or end their play session. Choose 4 departing. My 4 departing will be the ones that are there now. Population less than 4, as many as possible. If they're fewer than 4 players, players may control multiple. Yeah. Remove the returning survivor's gear and add any gear to the survivor's gear grids as you want to. So essentially, all this stuff, I can just like rearrange everything. He has to keep this Twilight Sword. I can't pull that off his grid though. And then Chad is now going to be Axe. So, oh, dang it. Instead of the Bone Blade, he'll have the Butcher's Axe. I'm going to carry the Butcher's or this Bone Blade because if he's not um, insane, then he can't use it. Oh, is this thing sentient? Oh, yeah. So he has to be insane to use it. So in that case, I'm going to put that over there. Anne is going to use the scrap sword, I guess. Dang it, now I got these guitars and I don't really need them. I'm just having her carry them. Normally I will use the scrap sword on her since she has, well, she has no weapon proficiency yet because she's not old enough. She's on the bow. He is on the Twilight Sword. And you're on the axe chart. Okay. The rest of the gear I'm going to leave alone. So since these guys are departing, let's flip this. Okay, so we're departing. Departing people +1 for ammonia, +1 for lantern oven. So people feel good about going. So everyone gets 2 survival. Luckily, my person with the survival issue is no longer an issue. Dead inside. So she only has a waist armor, nothing else. Evasion 2, 1. So she has 2 on the body, 1 on the waist, and I'm putting the 1 evasion token there. This goes up to 3 though. Actually, I'm going to move the stone noses to her chart because that'll let her go up to 4. Okay. He gets an additional +1 when departing. So essentially, Joe is going to go to 4. And all of his armor resets to 2. Again, it's going to 2 because he has the raw armor full set. The +2 evasion tokens that have been assigned is 1 for monster grease and 1 for having a blue and a red. And he actually has another +2, so he gets 4 evasion or 4 survival when departing, but 4 is the most he can have, so it doesn't matter. 1 evasion token for this, 1 point of armor for the waist. I really need to get armor for these guys. Does have his vestophobia, so he cannot wear body armor. I need to put this back in when I have to draw a new one, but nothing too important. Same with these fighting arts. I just have them out so I can keep in mind what they're doing. Okay. So now I need to pick what I want to fight. I think I'm going to do another white lion. The reason being I want to get the white lion armor set which I'm working on, and I'd like to get a spear before fighting the antelope. So you can kind of think of the lion like runs up, grabs a monster, or grabs it and pulls it away. The antelope just runs around like a maniac and just makes life heck. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to fight. Do I do a level 1 or level 2? Since I'm short on armor, I'm going to do a level 1. Um, if I had more armor, I would do a level 2. So probably the next time we fight the white lion, it'll be level 2. So we need to put in the hunt board. So we need to put white lion hunt events on step 2, 3, and right before the darkness. And then the monster goes one up above that. So out of here, I need this deck. Oh, also I need to mark that I have a broken lantern gear. So let me update this at resources. Not that that's going to matter anytime soon. Okay, so we have a broken lantern. Let us do the shuffle magic. Shuffle magic. Draw a face down card. Location 2. Face down card. There. Face down card. Right before Endless Darkness. The white lion goes here. No, doesn't work that way. Okay. 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is more just to show who the activator is. So Alhana moves up, triggers it, flip it. What do we got? Lion and heat. The darkness is filled with unearthly screeching and howling. Huddled together, survivors close their eyes and cannot sleep. All survivors suffer 1 brain event damage. I hate you. All right, so good thing is I don't have to roll on the actual crit table. Bad news is I took brain damage. He has no insanity. Wow. I hate you. All right, so he has 4. He just goes to 3. 3, not 4. I messed up. So this is going to go to 1. So the point where I messed up is I gave him the bone blade. This should be reversed. Oh, yeah. All right, the reason these are reversed is so that it has axe proficiency. You have to be insane to use this. If he's not insane, then he'll use this one. Okay. So that's taken care of. Next character, Anne moves up, flips it. Lion sculpture, darn it. Crudely arranged effigy stands before the survivors, decorated with small metal trinkets, human fingers, and stuffed with dry, tall grass. The quarry sculpture confounds the survivors. The survivors gaze at the arrangement, attempt to glean the substance of the white line's bizarre inhuman intelligence. Each survivor gains one understanding and one insanity. Roll a random event. Okay, so it wasn't too bad. Better than the in heat one. I was hoping it was going to be the baby lion event because that just gives you 4 resources. Oops, I forgot to give him understanding. I'll have to go back and check that. All right, 2 and another point of understanding. Point of understanding. And a point of understanding. Okay. Oh, and now I need to roll random. White will be 10s. Where's the white die? Did I throw it in the box? Yeah. All right. So white is the 10s die. Black is the 1s. I'm just going to check it here. 14. You know what? I'm going to read it out of the hard book so I can leave it on that page. Let's see. 14, 30, 9, 11, 14. Chance encounter. The survivors encounter a bewitching barefoot waif with soot-covered feet. If you already rolled this event on this hunt, or if all survivors are insane, she turns her back and disappears. Only 2 of them are insane, so we're okay. Roll again on the hunt and Babel. I don't need to do that. Otherwise, exclaiming wildly at the survivors, the woman presence fills everyone with alien feelings of hope. All survivors gain +1 courage and +1 understanding. Settlement has hobble. She snaps her fingers and ages before their eyes. A chill passes over the survivors. Their bodies and armor spontaneously knit themselves back together, heal all injuries and lost armor. Then she pulls a random survivor aside and whispers secrets of the upcoming hunt, getting +1 accuracy. So we get +1 courage and +1 understanding. We don't have hovel, so the rest of this doesn't apply. Um, if we did have hovel, she would heal all our injuries and armor. Man, this is. I don't think I've ever rolled this. I didn't realize there was actually like decent ones in here. And one person would have gotten an accuracy token. But that doesn't apply because I don't have hovel. So I wonder why hovel. But everyone does get a courage and understanding. So that actually means some people are going to get to roll on a special table for understanding, I think. So 1 and 1. 1 and 1. 1 and 1. This gets me insight, so I need to take care of that. Oh, actually, 2 characters. Why does he... Okay. So since this is actually going to necessitate looking at this table twice, we'll go ahead and just do the insight, and then I'll run them back to here. Insight. All right, insight. Single moment, the curtain of the world pulls back. Select the epiphany corresponding to the current game phase. We're in the hunt phase. You dream before you, toiling silently, a strange creature with the imprint of human face sculpts stone faces into the ground. You meet its concave glaze and wake, gain the following ability, and roll on the table below. So each of them will get investigate, and then I can roll on the table below. Okay, I thought it said 2d10, and I was gonna say that seems weird for this. Man, I think 1 to 3 is probably the best. Okay. So first character that did it was Joe. So let's roll Joe's. Joe rolled a 6. So Joe gains 3 survival and 3 insanity. Joe is mad. And he cannot gain the survival because that's the limit. All right. But he does get the explore. And then Chad also gets to roll. Chad rolls an 8. I have no idea what an 8 is. Chad gets +1 permanent accuracy. Dun dun dun. All right. So Chad gets +1 accuracy. Which that actually can come in handy. Actually, that thing hits pretty darn good. Okay. Oops, I should have moved Joe up to here. And then Chad would move up and we trigger the showdown. So let's get these dice off the table. Set up showdown level 1 confirm. And after this, we'll go to level 2 lions probably from now on, unless this thing gets too quirky. Okay. I'm gonna move some stuff around. I don't like having my party all separated like that. That just seems suicidal. For the tall grass, you can place these anywhere as long as they're 4 feet away. The toppled pillar, you have to put it 5 spaces away. It is impassable in that survivors cannot move through it, and it blocks field of view. It's just annoying. And survivor corpse, if the survivor moves through this space, they have bad things happen. 6 spaces away from all other terrain. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm going to actually put this here. And Chad is our axe guy. I'm going to put Chad here. Ohana is our bow lady. Joe is Twilight Sword. And then Lucy is the other sword type. So just put Lucy like that. We'll put this, has to be 6 spaces from all other terrain. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's just 4, 5, 6. I did not want to put that like that, but and then this has to be 4 spaces away. Oh, actually, 5 spaces from the monster. Okay, we got that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're good there. And this has to be 4 spaces away from any other tall grass. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops. Make sure I'm 4 spaces away. Yeah, I'm not. It's 4 from that direction, but not from this direction. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, if we put this here, 1, 2, 3, 4. I can put this tall grass here, so we can run back and forth between the tall grasses. And that makes me within the distance for all the other ones, so we're good. All right. And then on arrival, the following things happen. Not that it's going to matter much with the stone noses. Oh, sorry, the harp, each one gets 1 survival for, oh, well, she's going to get 2 survival, which isn't going to matter because she can only go to 4, and I just changed the movement to 5 or 4. But she does get another point of insanity, which could come in handy because these 2 characters already have a brain damage. Does not gain any insanity because she doesn't have a stone nose. Can't gain the survivals, but does get a point of insanity for the brain or nose. He will not be carrying the stone nose. He has enough insanity. Gain a point of insanity and boop, 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 boop. Does not get any of the survival. All right. And then we are ready for the fight. So uh, let's see. I think we got time to pull off this showdown. We'll start the showdown. I'm not sure if I'll finish the showdown or not, but we should be able to get it started. Okay, so let's go with the monster. Monster's combo claw. Closest threat facing in range. Oops, I gotta do that. So closest threat facing, they're all facing and they're all the same range. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Huh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to the, yeah, they start 6 away. Okay. He will attack Joe because Joe has the most evasion. So, but the good thing is accuracy on this is 4. Okay, so Joe has 2 evasion, 3 evasion, and 2 for being in here. So that's 5 evasion. Accuracy on this is a 4, so 9s to hit. I'm not going to check those. 5 and 7, so that is a whiff-o-rama. The bad thing is, had he damaged, he would then draw another AI and we would start the chain of death. But we don't have to do with that. So I'm going to start off on my attack with Chad because Chad is currently insane, so can use the Butcher's Cleaver. This is paired, this is not, so he can't use them together. So he can only use this. So he has a accuracy of 2, or a speed of 2. I wish he had an accuracy of 2. He needs 5s to hit, but he does have +1 accuracy, so he needs 4s to hit. So on the hit, he got a 6 and a 3. Dang it, that's pretty bad. Beast Claw. On a failure, he's going to perform a basic action targeting him and with +2 damage. Well, that sucks. All right, rolled a damage. I got a 1. So 1 means I flubbed it. Basic action is going to be accuracy of 2. I get 2 for being in here, so it's going to be 4s to hit. And it's just this guy, so he gets 5. And then he has 1 basic, so it's a 6. So 2 on a 6. 4 and a 6. Dang it. So he would have 1 hit, and that's going to be 3 damage. I'm going to spend a survival to not take that hit. So we're going to dodge. The good thing is it's his first dodge, and this will reset everything here shortly. Okay, so next we'll go with our Twilight Sword boy. Slow, cursed, cumbersome, sentient, irreplaceable, gains devastating 2 when fighting the Watcher. Not devastating 2. Accuracy is a 9. This kind of sucks. Does he have any accuracy bonus? He has 1 accuracy bonus. So I roll 1 die, and I need an 8. Actually, I'm going to look up slow in the glossary real quick. I can't remember if that means he has to be the last person to attack, or if it just means the speed is always 1. I'm drawing a mental blank. All right, skewer, slow. Gear special rules, slow weapons always have an attack speed of 1. Do not add speed modifiers. It's got so many things on here. Cursed means he always has to carry it. Irreplaceable means if you lose it, it's gone. Cumbersome means it takes both movement and speed. Sentient means you have to be insane. So yeah, we're good. We're not fighting the Watcher. Ugh. I hate the hit roll on this thing. Need a 9. Oh, I got a 10, so it's a perfect. So that means I actually hit. Darn it. Trap. Reshuffle hit locations. The attackers cause the White Lion ruse and is mauled. He is doomed, so he can't do anything. And then he is going to roll 2 dice to hit. Accuracy of 2. So the 3 is going to miss because he has 2 evasion for being in the grass, 2 evasion due to his monster grease and the armor, and then 1 additional, but the 9 will hit. He cannot dodge this, so he is going to have to take the hit to the head, of course. The good thing is it is just 1 point. So, Zach, darn it, is going to take 1 point of damage to the head. So his head doesn't erupt yet. Got 3 more head hits before that happens. The problem is dang it, I actually hit with this thing, which would allow me to increase its weapon proficiency. All right, trap, reshuffle the hit location. So flip it, pick it up. No, flip it. Oh, fine, flip it. Shuffle, shuffle, and shuffle. All right. Anne is going to go 1, 2, 3. Attack from the rear. So she's going to roll 2. She needs 5s to hit, but she has +1 accuracy, so she needs 4 to hit. I do not meet the other stuff. But so I need 4s to hit. I do not have any accuracy. So let's see if I hit. 9 and a 5. So I hit twice. Oh. Ugh. Dang it. I did shuffle it. Oh, man. That just sucks so bad. All right, so basic attack, 2. Um, she's going to spin around. I'll need to do that. A 2 and a 4. Does she have any evasion? She has a monster grease. So luckily the 2 will miss. The 4, which you would think would miss, does not. And she's going to get hit. She cannot dodge because she has no. Um, she's doomed. Sorry, I was going to say she had no survival. Good thing is she has 2 points in the body, so only takes 1. All right. Flip, put it back, shuffle, shuffle, and shuffle. Man, that sucks so bad. I'm gonna just use the guitars and just wail on the side of the monster. 4, because they're paired. Um, I need 7s to hit because I have no accuracy bonus. Oh, actually, I have 1 accuracy. So I need 6s to hit. Still just these 3. Nothing happens on that. Please not a trap. Please not a trap. Please not a trap. All right, Glorious Main, impervious hit location, cannot be wounded. If I roll a critical, then I get something, so I'm going to roll for that first just to get it out of the way. Nothing happens. All right, I'm gonna do the beast flank first. What did I get on the beast flank? I got a 1, so that didn't do anything. So we'll roll for the last one, tail. Oh, tail a crit. Well, that's actually good. Okay, so this goes away. Would have been nice. This goes away. Could have been nice. Critical wound. Cancels the reaction. Tail is destroyed, ruining its balance. -1 accuracy and gain the lion's tail resource. All right, so. Oh, shoot. Um, just realized at the start of each showdown, each survivor gets +1 strength token that can be used as in face. I need to grab those. All right. So first of all, let's get the accuracy token. Flip it. And then strength tokens. I have 3 of them? Oh, you know what? I have a stack of them sitting here. Yep. Okay. From the butcher fight. So these are tokens that definitely get thrown away. All right. Wow. I did critically wound him, so I do get to draw a face down card and put it into the wound stack. And I can archive this. White Lion. Resources. I'm going to grab the basic resources too, just in case I need it. And this one, we're going to view the deck because I need to go through it and find the tail, which essentially is just a hide. but I need hides to make armor, so it's a good thing to get, and it's free. Okay, archive that, and archive that just to get rid of them. I don't need the hunt stuff anymore. All right, monster's turn. And the monster is no longer facing those two. Grasp. Pick a target. Closest knockdown survivor in range. Nobody's knocked down. Closest survivor in range. Hi, Anne. Um, so if... dang it. She's going to start running away. So this sucks. All right. Anne has 2 evasion. The lion has -1, so it's 3, 5 to hit. Hits twice, so it doesn't matter if I dodge or not. So let's just take it and be done with it. One of them would hit the head, which I think Anne has already taken. Oh no, that's brain damage. Yeah, so one to the head. What was the other one? Waist. So the waist goes to 0. White lion isolates its prey. Full move the white lion away from all threats. Target suffers grab. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And she is knocked down, I believe, from the grab. Let me check the glossary at the back. I think that's the way that works. Be nice if she had... we'd cut off his hand, but that had not happened yet. All right, grab. F gear. Grab. Grab is an action performed by some monsters. Perform, place target knockdown in front of the monster in an unoccupied space, and also suffers 1 damage per monster level. So this is part of the reason why I'm not fighting the level 2 is because it would be 2 damage to everything. So he takes another point of damage to the legs. Yeah, see, with no armor there, that would be enough to heavily wound his legs. All right. Monster's turn is over with. One, two, three, four, 5. All right. Run forward, Chad. Chad has darts, so I'm going to throw the darts at him. So that's 1 die at a 7 to hit. I do not count to being in the rear because I have to be in these 2 spaces here to actually be in the rear. All right. 1 die. I rolled a 7. Oh, wow. So 7 to hit because that's what's on here. But I did have 1 accuracy, would have hit on a 7 or 6. Strength wise, 3 strength for the bone dart, and then 1 strength naturally and 1 strength here. So I'll need a 3 to actually wound it. I hit it in the heel, which kind of makes sense. All right, so let's roll and see what happens. I'm just going to check it with this 6. So that's essentially an 11 to wound, so that will be a wound. Draw face down. And then it's not a critical wound, so this doesn't apply. And there is no reactions. Ugh. Joe has no ranged weapons. Joe's going to move up here. Joe will spend a survival to encourage our knockdown character to stand up. So if you look at language, all survivors gain courage. Once per round, if standing, spend 1 survival to call out to a non-death survival. They stand if knocked down. So she will get to stand up. Okay. Rest of his is done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I cannot get to the bow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can't fire the bow because the bow is cumbersome, so you have to spend both speed and movement to attack. I could spend a survival to dash, get the movement point, and then spend the movement and the action to attack. So I think I will do that. You have to spend it immediately. So as soon as you spend that, it has to be used, which would prevent you from doing like a dash and a surge at the same time to spend them, because you can't save it long enough to get both of them. But because I already have the action, I can do it. All right, so I'm going to shoot him with the bow, which will be a 2 hit on a 7s. I spent a survival for nothing. Poor Anne. Go to town, Anne. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is probably the stupidest thing in the world I could do. All right, Anne is in the rear. Anne is going to need a 4 to hit with the scrap sword. Please do not get a trap. Please, I hit twice because I got a pair of 9s. Beast ear and femur. So I'm going to do the femur first because it doesn't have any type of reaction. I got a 6, which is easily going to wound because the sword. Oh no, this is not the Twilight Sword. So that gives a 3, and then I have 1 strength, so that's a 10. So still easily wound. So draw face down and dispose of. Oh. Oh, this could be bad. All right. Beast ear. Crit. It's not bad. All right. So crit. The force of the blow damages his ear. He's now partially deaf. White Lion gains -1 accuracy token. And I cancel his reaction. So let's put the wound. don't think I've ever had this many accuracy minus tokens on a monster before. Flip it. All right, so monster goes. Claw. Closest threat facing in range. All right, facing is none of it. Closest threat in field of view. Field of view is everything but this. So these two are both the same distance. I have it attack Joe. So 1, 2. Since I'm having the controller move, I could have like rammed him, rammed that, but I'm not going to go through all that silliness. All right, so Joe's going to now get attacked because Joe is my better character. Okay. Claw is just an accuracy of 2. Keep in mind he's in the grass, which gives him an evasion of 2. And then Joe also has +2 evasion, 1 for this blue and red being, 1 for the monster grease, and then 1 naturally. So that's 5 evasion. And then the monster is having some accuracy issues due to criticals. So essentially needs 9s. 3 and a 5. Whiff, whiff. Yay. All right, so that puts me back at player's turn. So this gets moved over. Oh, how do I want to do this? Let's have Joe with his Twilight Sword just go, because if he goes shoots forward or backwards, it won't screw things up too bad. 1, and I needed freaking 9. 2, yeah. Oh, actually, sorry, I have 1 accuracy, but it doesn't matter. It's such a whiff that Joe's just swinging at air. 1, 2, 3, 4. She moves up, attacks with the scrap sword. I'm going to need a 4 to hit because I have +1 accuracy for attacking from the back. Yeah, I have really good weapons. I just need armor. All right, we'll do the groin first. I don't want to crit. I got an 8, so I do wound it. The good thing is I do not get the permanent priority token till death. Draw face down. All right, so if it fails, he grabs and runs off, and we have problems. I got a 10, so I got a crit. Crit. The lion gains a -1 accuracy token. Okay. I have never had this happen before. Dang it, I should have fought a level 2 lion. Yeah, this lion is having some issues attacking. Chad will move up 1 space, turn around, and Chad will now hit with the cleaver because he's still insane. He is still insane. So he'll attack with the cleaver from the side, so he needs 5s to hit. But to damage, he's going to need not much. So he needs 5s to hit. He hit one time. All right. Deltoid. If I fail, he's going to run off with Joe. It kind of sucks for Joe, but um, let's just roll and see if I fail first. So I got a 5. Toughness, because this is a level 1, is an 8. Uh, like attached to it. Okay, so he's an 8, but he's got 5, 6, 7 to it. So I mean, essentially, a 1 is what would fail. So flip him, pick it up. Oh, shouldn't have done that just yet. Well, it doesn't matter. I may need to. Oh, and grab one of these Endeavor tokens. She does, Anne doesn't have weapon proficiency yet, so I don't need to follow it. I'm going to shoot with the bow. I'm going to aim, so I'll only roll 1 die, but I'll get +2 accuracy, and I have 1 accuracy, so I'll have 3 accuracy on it. So I got a 4. I need 7s, but I got 2 and 3, so I hit. And we hit the chest. Please don't fail. Dang it. I think I might have failed. 3, 6, and 7, which means failure. Full move the monster forward in a straight line. Cancel all hits now out of range. Any survivor passed over suffers grab. So guess what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Joe. And knock down. And Joe suffers 1 to the hand. But Joe's got armor on his hands, so I'm not too worried about it. All right. So actually, before we end her turn, she is going to spend, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. She's going to spend 1 survival and encourage him to stand up. I prefer having Joe standing up. Okay. Combo Claw, especially because this was coming. Closest threat facing in range. Otherwise, it was going to go on to Alhana, and she was going to get mauled. So I got lucky. Accuracy is 4+. So 2 for being in the grass. 2 for this. 1 for his normal. So 5. Essentially, he needs 10s to hit because he's got 3. So 10s will hit, anything else will miss. 8 and a 1, he whiffs mightily. And that would be the end of his turn. Okay. Oh, not that he needs it. Actually, I haven't been paying attention to that, so I'm not going to do anything with it. I'm debating as to whether I send a character running over to this to try to get the basic resource off it. It's so far away. Joe will go first. Joe needs a 9 to hit, rolling 1 die. Joe hit. Please don't be a trap. Please don't be a trap. All right. Hits him in the temple. If he fails, something bad happens. Rolled a 2. So the funny thing is, the stupid Twilight Sword has 9 strength. So 10 strength, 11 strength. Essentially with this sword, I can wound anything up to a level 3 on a 2. So it is a wound. The bad thing is, I think that means the only attack now, oh no, I was going to say I thought the only attack was the combo claw, but it's not. The good thing is combo claw will not infinitely draw upon itself. It will go to the basic action. Okay. I need to get the token to show that he's wounded. All right, bow girl. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can wound with the bow, so let's do that. Just gonna use regular bow attacks. Need 7s. I got a 10, so that's a hit. Soft belly. Let's see what we got. I got a 5. 3 is 8, 9. He is at 8 for level 1. So that is a wound. Draw face down. And that gets him, well, it's actually over here. That'll get her the weapon proficiency. Okay. Means it's these two guys' turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She can't get close enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Chad will run over. We'll leave Chad here because he may turn around. Actually, he would shoot off this way, I think, if he grabs. Okay. Chad is coming in with the cleaver, the butcher's cleaver, 2 attacks on a 5. To hit. 7 and a 4. The 4 is going to hit because he gets +1 accuracy there. Actually, I think he has 1 accuracy himself. Yeah. So he would hit. I forgot. He has. Oh, I didn't get a 10, did I? No. Okay, so he gets 2 hits, which could be bad just because of the trap is coming. Let's see. Both of these are failures. Basic action, roar. So we will do the fleshy gut first. Fleshy gut, I got a 5. The good thing with the fleshy gut, 5. 5 here is 10, 11, 12. I think that beats 8, so flip, draw. Only thing left is basic action, which depending on what I roll, I got a 1, which is a wisdom. So did not work, but monster rolls triumphantly, roll a d10 on 4+, suffers brain damage and is knocked down. So I got a 3 on a 4+. Okay. It's not based off his courage, so we're okay. The problem is he would have lost a point of insanity, become sane, and couldn't use the cleaver anymore. But that he's okay. So it is now Anne's turn. Anne can dash. I could dash Anne into the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll spend another survival, move here. For her dash. Dash is under paint. All survivors gain dash. Okay, so I dashed in. I can now roll to attack. I need 4s to hit, 2 dice. I got 2 hits. Not a trap. Not a trap. Doesn't matter. Okay, this goes away. I am doomed. Rotate around. Attacker's doomed. Perform basic attack on him. So this goes against Anne. Anne has 1 evasion. 1 evasion naturally. 2. And 3 here. So 5. So 7s to hit Anne. Anne got hit once. Anne cannot dodge. Anne takes a point of damage to the body, which has 1 point of armor left. So Anne has lost all her armor. It is Monster's turn. Monster can, oh, actually, good thing is we knew that was happening, so. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. All right, so we knew that was going to eventually happen. The only action left is this basic action. So it's going to be closest survivor in field of view. It'll be either Anne or Chad. Chad has 2 evasion. Anne has 2. I'm going to make Chad the target of this. So he'll get 1 point of insanity there. He has 2 evasion. So the monster will need 7s to hit because he's got -3. Hit twice. Dang it. That worked really well. The hits will go to both on heads, so I'm going to dodge one of those just so I don't have to roll on the death table. And Chad gets knocked down. Oh, I pushed the wrong button. I pushed F, which goes to your gear grid. All right, so Chad's knocked down. It's now no longer Monster's turn. How do I want to do this? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to do something stupid. Joe is going to dash over to here and roll the dice on the survivor corpse. So he's going to scavenge. Survivor moves through. I didn't move through. I just moved on to it. Roll a d10. And we'll see what happens. He's going to gain some kind of insanity, and then this is going to get archived. I want a 3 or better. It is not an investigation, so I don't get to add 2 to it. So 7 is going to give me 3 insanity and a skull. Okay. Just for the record, Joe is definitely insane. Skull. When you gain this, a survivor of your choice gains +1 insanity. Flip it. I am not giving that insanity to Joe because Joe's already too insane for me to handle. Give it to him, so that gives him a 5. All right. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Anne is going to spend a survival. Encourage Chad to stand up. Okay. And then she's going to use the. I don't know if I should have swung first. I don't know why I did it that way. We're going to use the scrap sword 2. I need 5s to hit. I got 2 hits. Please don't be a trap. Please don't be a trap. All right, we'll start with the knee. So for the knee, yeah, see, I just wasted that. I got him a 6, 9, 10. That's enough to kill. Yeah, I wasted that. All right. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. You get 4. That's a good one. That one essentially allows me to use it as anything. Another anything. That's good. And then shuffle, shuffle. Oh, main is special towards the white line. Sinew isn't going to help. These are not going to help. I need white line fur. Dang it. All right, so I'm not going to be able to build any of the cat special armor, I don't think. Except for I think I can use the main to make something special. Okay, let's go to showdown. I think everyone just gets 1 XP and those items that I just drew. And then certain characters will get proficiencies. All right, rewards. So the first time defeated, add the Caterium. Okay, doesn't count. Keep in mind this does not count for the prologue because the prologue follows a different set. All right. Aftermath, we get 1 XP, 1 weapon proficiency, and the rewards. So we got 4 basic and 4 white lions. I think next time we'll do a level 2. But actually, next time I'm going to do the Screaming Antelope. Okay. Anyways. Characters get aged. So he's going to go to 3. Hello. I'm going to go to 3. and one on weapon proficiency, and then go to 4, and one on the Twilight. So now, luckily, my accuracy on that stupid sword is 8 instead of 9. She ages to 2, which means she'll get something special. Does not get to declare or get a weapon proficiency, but she'll just age to the point where she will learn how to do the weapon proficiency. Goes up to 4 and does get a bow proficiency. Okay, so aged up. So let's go to age. Age. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Weapon proficiency. You may now select a weapon type for your weapon proficiency. If you wound a monster with a selected weapon type, you are now eligible to gain a proficiency level during the aftermath. Roll on the table below. So she'll get something special, and it's a 2d10, and then we'll find out what she gets. So let's roll 2d10. So I got a 9. I think it's a fighting art. 9 random fighting art. All right, so I need to put Combo Master back in the fighting heart. Oop. Because he could draw, or she could draw fighting art. Strange, White Lion, weapon proficiencies. I do want to pull the weapon proficiencies out. Is it possible I have these already out? Let's see them. Oh yeah, there they are. Okay, put that back here. Shuffle it, and draw face up. So cross arm block. Whenever you're hit after hit locations roll, you may change the result to an arm location. Okay. So let's go to Anne. Anne has cross arm block. So I need to get her some arm armor. Okay. Oh, I need to declare a weapon proficiency for her. I'm gonna go back to Fist and Tooth. Oh, no, I don't want inventory. I keep trying to get this up. And Tooth. I'll probably still use the scrap sword if I can't get it up on her. All right, so that should be everything. I got a bunch of organs. Which I may burn those 2 organs to get another monster grease. I got enough stuff I can do innovation this turn too, which is good. I don't need to pick those up. I can just archive it. Archive it. I have never seen this many accuracy tokens, minus accuracy tokens. My dice rolling in this digital is much better than my dice rolling in the board game. I think my dice are like weighed for ones. Usually I get way too many head explosions. So for the Caterium, The shimmering mane can make the lion headdress, but unfortunately the rest of these require white fur, which I didn't get any white fur. So it makes it difficult. And I didn't get a great cat bone, so I can't make the king's spear, which is the other thing I wanted to make. So unfortunately, it didn't quite work as good as I was hoping, but I still did pretty good on it, I think. Uh, I'm going to stop the recording here shortly, and we'll go with, what is it? Lantern Year 6 settlement next time. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time.